Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the class. This video, one of the relatively shorter ones, hopefully, is just kind of a quick overview of our Blackboard course. So maybe some of you have had a Blackboard class before, um, and this is certainly no different. But what I wanted to do is just kind of give you a kind of a quickie sort of overview of how mine or our classes is just kind of laid out. A lot of this information might be explained in our course syllabus, which of course you can access here. Um, and as you saw in an email I sent out the other day, or in the announcements, certainly one of the first things you're going to want to do when you access the course is click on course syllabus. And by the way, I should start out, your screen might look a little bit different than mine. Some of that designs and stuff might look a teeny little bit different, but essentially it's the same. Like, you probably won't see this and some other things, but essentially everything's going to be the same. So I just want to show you just a couple quick things. First of all, most everything you're going to be doing is going to be in this section here, this course content area. You probably won't be monkeying around in this area, I don't think. But most everything will be in this course content. You might dabble with a few things up here, like your calendar, um, announcements, probably for sure. Every now and then I'll send out announcements. Like for example, when we start class or after we've started class, I post announcements every week, and you'll know you'll have a new announcement because you'll see like a number 1. I think it's highlighted in red or blue or something, but you'll see a little number next to announcements, and when you click on it, you'll see a new announcement for the week or whenever I post something. Um, and so you'll see if there's a new announcement that's posted. And of course, if you want to check on grades, things like that, you of course click here. You'll notice this messages thing. What this messages is a way to send messages to me or actually anybody else in the class if you wanted to. I'll just tell you, um, I much prefer, me personally, to send messages through your Cowley email account. Just because sometimes, I don't see them right away. But if you send it through your Cowley.edu account, I know email's kind of old school, but I get them right away. I get notified of them right away. So please, don't try not to use this little messages thing here, but instead, use your Cowley email. If you need to get a hold of me right away, please use your regular email instead of this messages thing. But those are really the only ones up here that you'll be using. It'd be like announcements, gradebook, and content. Anyway, with regard to the content, most everything can be found here in this section. As you probably know by now, if you haven't figured it out, you're not going to be able to access much of anything in this class until you uh, run this little course acceptance acknowledgement. If you've ever taken a Blackboard class here at Cali, you probably already know this. But please make sure you just kind of answer yes. You click on this and answer yes, I do accept it. I'm enrolled in this class. Just kind of a yes or no question. And then once you click on that, you'll be able to access everything else here in the class. All this other stuff here is pretty self-explanatory. Please make sure you review your course syllabus, which of course is this big long page turner here. Right, pretty much everything you need to know is in our course syllabus. Things like, how to get a hold of me over the summer. Obviously, that would be our cat Fido. Everything here is in the course syllabus. My office hours or hours of availability. I've got all kinds of contact information here. Everything, expectations, of course, everything you need to know for this summer semester is here in the syllabus. So please go through that carefully if you can. And then, everything else here is pretty self-explanatory. The first thing you're going to be doing after you read the course syllabus is click on this Start Here thing. And this will give you kind of first steps, everything And you notice everything is kind of in a nice, organized, step-by-step structure throughout the semester. So you'll start here, and then just kind of click through these little things here, to take you through the first steps, and then on and on and on. And then we'll actually be starting the block here this week with our literacy narrative. You'll see another video posted here that talks actually about what this first section is. If you want, you can take a look at that video here in a little bit to see exactly what a literacy narrative is. I'll spend a little time talking about what that actual essay is, what a literacy narrative essay is. I want to take a look at that as well. But you'll see every section has kind of a whole section of little assignments and lessons and such there. I'm just going crazy right now. So anyway, that's kind of how Blackboard is. Each section has its own little set of folders. You can see our first block's literacy narrative. The second block's kind of going to be a crazy exciting one. That's where we're going to actually be doing a research paper in a quick span of 2 weeks. We call it reporting information research paper. We'll talk more about that a little bit later, but you'll essentially be picking a topic to research. It might be something like, I don't know, global warming, throwing a curveball, or whatever. But you'll be, researching it, doing all kinds of stuff, citing your information. If you have never done things like MLA citations before, you'll be doing all that kind of fun stuff. We'll be having a conference week a little bit later. We'll be in week 6 of the semester. Then you'll be doing something called evaluations, right? You can see, every one of these has a whole set of assignments and stuff. And then our last week of the semester, our last couple of weeks, we'll be doing our argument paper, which is also going to be your final exam. So all kinds of stuff here is in Blackboard. So you're not going to, one last thing, you're not going to be able to actually open these sections here until we get to them. So for example, you're not going to be able to open and explore and, start doing assignments, say for the research paper or for our evaluation review stuff until we actually get to week 6 or week 5 or week 7. So everything's kind of in a sequential type of order here. But you'll be able to see starting, once the class starts, once we get to these sections, all of these little areas will open up and stuff like that. So anyway, that's kind of how Blackboard works. Certainly, if you have any questions on any of this stuff, feel free to email me or text me. Actually, I left a number here that you can find in my contact information here. You can find this in the syllabus as well. But I left a number here. Let me just open it up here. I left a number where, if you get stuck during the course of the semester at any time, you can, text me most anytime, reasonable hours. And I always try to make myself available. I know this summer class is going to seem really frenzied and crazy and fast and all that. So, I try to make myself available pretty much all throughout the summer. So anyway, if you need to get a hold of me at any time, please feel free to reach out. All right. So anyway, that is our Blackboard class. That is how it's laid out. If you need anything, please let me know. So I look forward to working with you all, and we will yak at you again soon. All right. Take care, and we'll see you soon.